everybody, my name is Zenacity and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you the top 5 times people got scammed by video games. But first I wanted to let you know that I actually stream on Twitch every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. I usually play scary games, but I like to play with friends a lot too. Now, take it away, Zane. Thank you so much, Zenacity. Number 5 on this list is actually The Sims. The reason this somewhat of a fan favorite is on the list is because of the never-ending DLC. If you didn't play The Sims 3, then you're lucky you missed this one because it literally has over 16 DLC packs. Why not just put it into an update on the game? I don't understand. You literally could not hardly play the base game without buying some DLC packs. It didn't make any sense to me. This is the kind of stuff that I freaking love about games. Like this one. 10 out of 10. Pretty good. Moving on to number 4 on this list is basically any generic sports game, mainly Madden, 2K, and FIFA. If you know anything about these games, they basically republish the same game over and over again every year, and just with a tiny bit of better graphics and maybe some sort of franchise mode that's just slightly different from last year. But hey, you know, I might be a little biased. I've just never been a big fan of the games. My older brother used to whip me all the time. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one before I'm burned at the stake by some of its ravenous fans, including my brother. Number 3 on this list is a game called Star Citizen. This one's a little bit more unique considering it's a space exploration game. I mean, heck, their tagline is fight, trade, explore, the universe awaits. I think that sounds freaking cool. I would love a game like that. The only thing is, they raised over $200 million and yet they're still in alpha stage. They've taken in so much money, but they're barely giving anything out. And that is why I'm calling it a scam, because they have barely shoved out any content for the amount of money that they have brought in. I wouldn't want to play a game that somebody's taken $200 million and have barely done anything with. Now, don't get me wrong, they are updating it over time, but I feel like within a time span of 10 years, they should have released it by now and just kind of added updates and content on top of it instead of saying, oh, we're still in alpha, trying to use that as an excuse for why there's so many bugs in a game. Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm sure just hearing it for some of you makes your blood boil, and for good reason too. You have to spend at least 4,500 hours just playing the game in order to unlock everything. 4,500 hours. And if you don't know how long that is, let me do the math for you real quick. That is 187.5 days. Full days. So that means you are playing this game for over half the year, 24/7, just to unlock every piece in the game. The only thing I think they could have done to make it worse is ask for an obscene amount of money to be able to unlock everything instead of half the year.
Hey, they did do that.
You gotta be kidding me. They actually did that?
Nope.
And you're 100% serious?
Yep.
So how much did it actually cost to unlock everything?
$2,100.
$2,100? That's more than I make in a month.
Yep.
Well, there you have it. You can either spend half the year trying to unlock everything, or you can spend a month's paycheck. Scam! And here we are at number 1. This game is by far the worst in my opinion, considering it didn't even make it to a game. But let's start at the very beginning. Raw was a game that promised a massive open world, a complex building system, an advanced government system, a business system, and a lot of professions, and also multiplayer while having great graphics. That sounds awesome, right? Well, of course, most things that sound too good to be true are probably gonna be too good to be true, and that applies here as well. I don't blame everyone for thinking that this would be an awesome game and funding it, but whenever they made this Kickstarter campaign, very quickly, they made up to $257,000, I believe. And keep in mind, the company that was promising to make this game only had 2 people in it. After 2 full years after they did the Kickstarter campaign and raised over $200,000, they released this gameplay video that was basically just a player in a semi driving down the road in a desert with no one else around them. That was the whole gameplay video, and that was all they delivered after a 2-year time span. A little while after they released that gameplay video, they released a little cinematic trailer of the game, but it literally was almost all just straight assets taken from the Unity store. So basically no work was being done. They bought these assets for like maybe 25 bucks a piece, and that was it. Thankfully, however, Kickstarter decided to take down their campaign once they realized not enough content was being published for this probably to ever actually happen. The bad thing is though, they still made away with that $250,000. And I want to circle back around for a minute. While I was tearing down the other ones and calling them scams, at least they had a game that you could actually play. Raw promised these big things and not a single one got delivered, and they still made away with $250,000. I mean, heck, they might as well just become a politician. And with that call out to politicians out of the way, back to you, Zenacity.
Thank you, Zane. And thank you for watching this video on the top 5 times people got scammed by video games. If you didn't know, I actually made this video based on what artificial intelligence suggested, and I'll be continuing to do one every week until I hit 100,000 subscribers. So don't forget to hit subscribe, and you should also give me a prompt word in the comments for what I should put into the AI. And with that out of the way, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.